Good morning. I will just speak very shortly what we can add to e-government. As we listened yesterday and today morning, there is a lot to do, and there is a great potential in each other's governments to proceed with the new technologies. But what if we took one step forward? It's read Mr. Wolfgang Theiner, who cannot be here today, due to some personal issues, so I'm here to take his place. E-democracy. I think we can face it, that e-democracy and democracy nowadays is all about change. If you would raise your hand, please, if you use electronic banking systems. I do. Do you use electronic banking systems? Please raise your hand, just for me to see it. Thank you very much. What do you think? What is the step from electronic banking systems to online voting? What is the main issue we would face there as a technology? I think we can all agree that it's security and transparency. We don't want our identification to travel with our vote, because it would be not in line with the main rule of democracy. It should be anonymous when we do elections. So at the end, it's all about innovation, how we can solve this with cryptography and other issues for transparency, and whether our politicians want to have transparency with the technology can give to them. That's the main question we try to face. This is our portfolio in a wheel. Why do we present it in a wheel? Because elections are cyclic processes. It's not like you finish elections and then you rest for 3 or 4 years. It would be very, very depressing for the Electoral Commission to start preparation only a few months or 1 year before the elections. Elections are a cyclic process. You have to take care about a post-election process. For example, the local elections here in Slovakia. You will need to evaluate your electoral system, how election was done, what are the results, what can you innovate from the face. And then pre-election is like preparation with the law regulation, everything that is there. And the election day when we go to vote. Now, voting can happen differently with the technologies. For example, using our smart ID cards or different ways of authentication, which would support, for example, citizens living abroad to vote more easily. This is what we have done in France for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And in 4 years, the postal voting was almost disappearing. It went down to 1% from 60%, which is really a relevant number. And just imagine, I believe that you have a lot of friends living abroad as well. How easy would it be for them to use internet voting instead of showing up in the embassies and the consulates and cast your vote, or cast their vote? And what e-democracy and e-parliament does with the elections. E-democracy is a direct democracy. It empowers citizens to participate either in citizens' consultation or just do our regular business in a much easier way, either in cloud services or any other e-governmental portals that would allow us not to queue, but to do our business very quickly. We also support this with our e-consultancy portals, which is a very easy way for referendums or exchange any ideas, even in municipality levels, where you would like to have a quiz or a poll asking your citizens what we can do, for example, with one part of the budget of the city. Do we want to do a park or, for example, a new sports center? So it depends on the citizens. With the e-parliament, we offer a solution for national embassies to use the voting system, the secured and transparent voting system for the parliamentary sessions, and it can be used also from a distant way. It was a very short presentation, but I think our colleagues will have something to say to you, and I will be glad to talk to you in our booth, as my colleague said. Thank you very much.